Oklahoma at Missouri. Marco, what should bettors be looking at?
Well, this game, RJ, sets up just like the last 2 weeks where you've had a number one team go down, but Oklahoma's not the official number one team. They're number one in the BCS, whereas Oregon's number one in both of the other polls. But the BCS is the one that matters at the end of the year for the national championship.
Okay, so you got a team that Oklahoma that really wasn't being discussed as one of the 2 or 3 elite teams that now in the public's mind is now the team to beat, which means...
That puts added pressure on Oklahoma, and there's added, public perception value from Vegas. Not value, but a
there's
tariff.
a premium,
right.
a premium on Oklahoma because of this BCS number one.
And absolutely. And this sets up Missouri. This is a big game for Missouri. These two teams haven't played since the 2008 Big 12 championship game when Oklahoma just took them out behind the woodshed and beat them silly. 62-21 in that game. So a little bit of revenge for Missouri. It's 2 years ago, but still.
All right, so you think other than the slight premium on Oklahoma, this line's about right. So you would have put this line at 2.5?
2.5, in what we like, and we saw what happened last week, the setting with Ohio State. You've got to look at the Saturday night national TV games, the crowd. I mean, you think about
extra, like we talk about on Thursday games and Friday games, Saturday night game, a little extra value on the home field.
Absolutely. Probably even more so than those Thursday night games because you've got alumni traveling in, drinking all day, tailgating, and the crowd's excited. More people can get there. You don't have to worry about getting up and going to work the next day. Those crowds are rocking. I mean, Wisconsin Stadium last week was a sight.
Okay, so you've given me, and I like that idea of the little extra value on the home field because of the Saturday night. What I'm really surprised by is, well, first off, Vegas has not bought into Missouri at all. BCS has them 11. Vegas in the odds makers poll has them 20. Mm-hmm. So Vegas isn't buying in. Oklahoma, out of the last 21 matchups, how many do you think Oklahoma's won straight up?
Against Missouri? Probably almost all of them, but 1 or 2.
20 out of 21.
I was going to
so
say
you got a situation now where at 3, it's not quite pick the winner because I have a stickler for that. I think at 2.5 you can start talking pick the winner. At 3 you can't. But, I mean, this is historic. Now, preseason line was Oklahoma -7. So it's amazing. Oklahoma is the number one team in the BCS, which means it's kind of hard for them to have done much better. Yeah, and still, Missouri has overperformed where the net difference between these teams have gone down 4 points.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, I don't know how good this Missouri team is because they've really, to me, only had one real test, and that came last week on the road at Texas A&M, and they passed with flying colors, but we've seen Texas A&M is not as good. They don't have a good defense. Can they match up against Oklahoma, and can they stop this Oklahoma offense?
So what's keeping you off it? Because you've defined the Missouri value, I think, a little bit with the home field and the premium on Oklahoma. What's keeping you off is you're just not convinced yet Missouri's an elite team.
I have not seen enough of Missouri to draw a complete conclusion. I am leaning to the Missouri side in this game just based on the setup.
Lean.
Lean, very lean, small.
All right, and so before you give your official projection, it's pretty important to repeat this, and we'll probably say this twice a month on these videos. As a bettor, one of your biggest advantages is you have control of when to put your money in action. When you have a team like Missouri, which you're saying as a handicapper, you've yet to be convinced that they're either good or bad. You don't know what they are. Then you pass the game. Mm-hmm. Like if I told you Oklahoma was playing Team X and I wouldn't tell you who it was, it's kind of hard to handicap the game. You're saying you only half understand this Missouri team, so you're not going to make a bet on it.
Absolutely. They're definitely an overachieving team. We'll find out this Saturday. This will be the game that will set us up for the rest of the year.
But the fact, again, one of the things we do in this video is we try to give leans, even though you're not going to put money on it. If someone, well, there's a couple reasons. One is if they have a strong opinion, we can be that last little nudge to help them out. Or some of the handicapping factors we discuss can help them think through the game. So you will give a slight opinion on Missouri, it sounds like. So give us your official projection.
I have Missouri pulling out the 28-27 win.
So you actually have them winning the game, getting 3. So you actually like him a little more than I thought.
A little more than that, but is it enough for me to actually pull the trigger?
You want to bet this game pick 'em?
No.
Come on, give me. I've been losing a few of your.
I know. I like having your 1,000 in my pocket.
It's probably still there.
I curl it up with me at night when I go to bed.
Oh,
Just RJ's money.
I'm leaving it at that. Now it's your turn to continue the conversation in the comment section with Marco and me. And next up, we're going to be talking Sunday NFL action.